What's up? What's up? Another Friday night with the PrimeTimeFoe show. Like I say, if you are listening on Amazon and Spotify, uh, Amazon podcast, follow me on IG at PrimeTimeFoe_show. I got a very special guest tonight. AG, free AG, baby CMC as they call her. Let me get ready to get on here. Hope everybody enjoyed their week. My week was hell. First week back at work. It's been a long week, guys. Been working 3 months. And man. AG. Free
Hey,
AG.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you over there?
I'm doing pretty good.
So
Got my little Starbucks and I'm gonna get this thing rolling.
go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, everyone. My name's Adriana. I go by AG. I am a running back for the Las Vegas Silverstars, and I play in the WNFC.
Okay. So did you play any sports growing up?
I did. I was a soccer player. Majority of my life, I played in high school, and then I played 2 years in college. I played at a D2 school called Notre Dame de Mar University, a small private Catholic school. And then I moved to a community college, and I played for a year there. I also ran track and field in high school as well.
Okay. What did you run in track and field?
I ran the 4x1, the
You was
4x4,
fast.
and then the 100 and 200. Sometimes the 400, but that's killer. So it's not my favorite.
I did the 4x4 relay. I was the
You
last
did,
relay.
yeah, 400s. Yeah, that's too much for me.
I love that. I was a distance runner, so I was like, yeah, let me come back and hold some folks.
Boy, no, I'd be dying at the end of that one. But
So when were you first introduced to women's tackle football?
it was in 2017. I had a childhood friend who had brought it up to me. I was 19 at the time, 18, 19. And her older sister actually coached me for soccer for club. And so we were hanging out one day, and she had played for the San Diego Surge. And she's like, you should go out, like, you should go try out. And tryouts were the next day. And I just, kind of bit the bullet and tried out. I figured I had nothing to lose, right? So I did it and have been sticking to it ever since.
So when you went out, was it a certain position you went out there for, or
I,
how did you get it running back?
they put me there for my size, for one, but I had no idea what to expect. I'd never heard of women playing football, and just the taboo of it all made me want to play, so when I went to tryouts, they definitely threw me in the running backs because of my size. And then it, just running soccer, it was just running. So it was pretty easy for me at first, just like playing tag with people, don't let them hit you. But eventually the levels, it progressed, right? Like as a running back, your vision gets more clear. You learn the game a little bit more. And so I think I just fell in love with the grind, fell in love with the process of being better every day, and I'm here.
So was the Surge the first team you ever played for?
Yeah, the San Diego Surge. I played with them for 3 years, and then Rebellion for 3 years, and then now with the Las Vegas Silverstars.
Okay, so you played 6 years, 3-time All-Pro.
Yes, yeah.
Gotta throw that in there. 3-time All-Pro.
Yeah. It took some time, but that's the beauty of it, right? Is just like I said, continuously getting better and just being true to who I am and the player I am, and just continuously working. It hasn't been easy for me by any means. It's still hard, you know. But I love it, and I'm grateful that I've been a part of the All Pro experiences the past 3 years because they've been phenomenal.
Okay. So, you tried out for the USA team, made it, won a gold medalist. Tell us about the experience. What made you try out
So, the tryout with the San Diego Surge, my teammates at the time, they actually had just got back from winning a championship in 2017. So I'd heard about the USA team in 2017. Just, rookie over here trying out, and I'm hearing people talk. I see like the swag on and stuff, and I promise you, like that same day, I went home and I told myself, one day I'm making that team. Like if that's the highest level of women's football that I could go, that's what I want to strive for. So it's always been in the back of my mind that that's something that I wanted to accomplish. Um, and then it came around, right? Like what was it? 23? Was it 23? 20? Yeah. This is
22.
past year. So 2022?
Was it 23?
22. I don't know. Anyways, the time came and I just I tried out, and actually initially I didn't make the original roster. So I didn't make the original roster. It was because of people, they couldn't go or they got hurt.
The AG
As
start. I was right.
Yeah,
2022.
2022. See, man, my memory as running back, we get beat up back there. But so yeah, I didn't make it at first, and that was a huge bummer for me. But I just kept faith with God, and I told myself that now I'm striving for the next time there's a national team, because I told myself one day I would make it. And so that year I like put up so many numbers. For me personally, I think it was 2022 that I led the league in rushing yards. I became the Rebellion's MVP. Like I had hit so many milestones for myself, and just stayed really consistent with my work and persistent on what I wanted, despite that potentially setting me back, not making that team. And then one day I get a text from Callie, like, hey, can I call you in like 5 minutes? I'm like, yeah, you can call me. Go ahead. And she called me, and that was like my dream come true. So I got thrown into it a little bit later than all the rest of my teammates, but I was there, and it's difficult for me to talk about because looking back on it now, it's such a great experience to be a part of that team. And I truly believe that everyone playing women's football, no matter what league you're in, should get to know what that's like, to experience that level of professionalism, watching film, being with your team 24/7, looking the part, being the part, practicing like the part. But in that moment, those weeks at training camp and, in Finland, I was experiencing a lot of imposter syndrome. Like, I felt like I didn't belong there. And people were always telling me, or just like speaking out loud, like, enjoy these moments, right? Like, because you don't want to regret it
Right.
later on. So it's not something I regret, but I definitely think it was a learning experience. Like I had to experience what it felt like to feel like I didn't belong at that table for me to realize I do belong at that table. So it was a great experience overall. Like I want to do it again. Like it was an amazing professional experience, and I loved it.
Yes, because I was about to ask you running it back.
Huh?
Because I was about to ask, but you answered. I was going to say you gonna run it back.
I mean, I would like to. I think I have a couple more years in me.
So, how long do you think you're gonna play?
I'd like to make it to a decade. That'd be pretty dope. I'm at 7 years right now. 10 years. I think I can make it to 10 years. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I transition out of running back and do some slot back or whatever. I love being a receiver. Like I've definitely seen that progression happening, and so who knows? My body deserves some relief. So at some point.
Yeah, I was about to say because I'm glad you mentioned that. Being in the slot because some people compare you to CMC,
I
Christian
love that. I love
McCaffrey.
him.
So let's talk about that comparison. What do you think when people compare you to him?
I mean, I think that's such an honor, CMC. I was actually born in the Bay Area, so All my family is over there, like they're Niners fans or Cowboys fans because we have some
Oh
family in Texas.
God.
But anyway, um, I mean, I love that, like he's a phenomenal player, and I love watching film on him. I love watching him run. He's just got grit, and he's a good guy. So, I mean, that's an honor for me.
So is he your favorite football player?
I also like Austin Eckler too. I'm a Chargers fan.
That's a good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like them too. I think they're my top two for sure.
Because he's very versatile too. He can run it or
Mhm.
he can catch it at the backfield. So
Mhm.
okay.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about how was your free agency process?
It was interesting to say the least. Man, we're gonna go there. It was rough. It was definitely a difficult decision, to make. I tried to be very methodical and very thorough about the moves I was making. I tried to make sure I always maintained a level of professionalism. Um, I mean, I played in San Diego for 6 years. I was raised in San Diego. I love this place. Dago built is what we say. And so to leave was tough. To join the free agency was very tough for me. But I just took a risk, I took a chance, and I wanted to see what else was out there for me. My running back coach had moved to Colorado. He's in Colorado right now.
Okay.
And he was such a great running back coach. I loved learning from him. And so I just felt like my time had kind of ran its course. And, at the end of the day, I had given all I had to San Diego, to my teammates, to my team. And so I thought it was time for me to just like sit down and figure out like what is best for me right now. And so I joined free agency and was very surprised with like people reaching out to me. It was such a great feeling.
I was in that inbox. You was like, how you know? I was like, don't worry about it. I know.
I know, right? Like, how you know? They're supposed to be on the DL. But yeah, so like I spoke to people, and there was just a lot of factors that I took into account to make the best decision for myself, right? Like location. I don't want to be traveling and going in and out of time zones. Like how's that going to affect my play? So I just, like I said, very methodical and try to make the best decision for me.
Were you surprised about the people and teams that were reaching out? How many people were
Um,
reaching out?
There was probably like 5 to 7, maybe. But honestly, there was a lot of East Coast teams reaching out to me more than the West Coast. And I'm like, I can't be flying in and out of freaking time zones 2, 3 hours behind me or whatever. Like, so I was actually really surprised about that. But yeah.
JK was like, what did you? She's like, my girl AG, he goes Shay, Vegas. So what led you to the Silverstars?
Um, well, Carrie reached out to me. Carrie's the owner of the Las Vegas Silverstars, and for one, Vegas was a top team for me for a number of different reasons, but mostly because of the location. My flights when I go out there for the weekends, it's like 45, 50-minute flights. I'm like, I step outside my house and then I'm in Vegas. Like it's crazy. So that was I thought of location, right? And then Carrie, I love the message that she sent to me because it really tugged at my heartstrings. That one of the first things that she had said was, like, I'm sorry that you're in this position, like, right, to be in free agency. And like, no one had said that to me. But I was like, wow, like, she's right. Like, it does kind of suck to be in this position, like, it does hurt. And so then I just I had Zoom meetings with her and her coaching staff, and I asked the hard questions. Like I tried to ask questions that would help me feel like I was I was in that environment already. Like, what are practices gonna look like? Like, do you guys have Zoom meetings? You guys watch film? Like, all of these questions I was asking because I needed to make the best decision for myself. Um, and then I went out there and tried out, and the team is just like I was shocked at like how much the togetherness that they had. They just greeted each other when they walked in, looked each other in the eyes, gave each other hugs. Like, it was just such a feel good feeling. And I knew that that environment was a place that I wanted to be in. And then on top of that, like, I have, Jen, she's another running back for the Las Vegas Silverstars, and her wife, Brenda. And they just, like, I stay with them when I go to Vegas, and they've really taken me under their wing. They house me, they feed me, they drive me, they pick me up from the airport. Like, despite the fact that me and Jen are both running backs, right? Like, she was still like, what can we do to, like, get you to play for us, And so that love, that teammate, relationship just is something that I wanted. And on top of that, I've actually never had a veteran running back to look up to. Okay. So now I had to learn the ropes and trial and error of being a running back on my own, obviously with my coaches, but I didn't have someone to look up to. So the fact that I get that now is really important to me.
So what can we expect out of AG and the Las Vegas Silverstars this year?
I think you guys are going to see a completely different Vegas team. Like, honestly, I do. I haven't been a part of their team before until now, but everyone is always saying, like, this is different. Like, this year feels different. This year looks different. Things are coming together. We're kind of just like trying to smooth everything out, or everything a part of our team. And so I think that. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at Shay. It's just like, we're going to win with the crying emoji, laughing emoji.
Yeah, like, those are like my expectations of the season, is like every single game, we're winning every game. Like, there's period, point blank. That's all there is to it. Obviously, there's like steps to that, right? Like consistency, persistence, and, hard work and stuff like that. But the overarching goal is for us to make it to the championship. And so that's something that I think that everyone is going to be seeing for the 2024 season.
So, are you a vocal leader, or are you quiet?
Um, a little bit of both. I really try to. I'm trying to find my fitting, right? Like, I'm a new player. Like, I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes or make any waves. So I try to, like, lead by example. I try to push myself harder when we're doing sprints, or whether we're in the middle of a game or whatever. Whatever we're doing. I just try to lead by example, but I'm breaking out of my shell a little bit more, and, like, I'm speaking up, talking to my own line, talking to the rest of the running backs. So I think I lead by example more than I am vocal, though. I could be wrong. I don't know.
So, because we didn't talk a little earlier today. So, do you talk shit? Do you find yourself talking shit sometimes to people on the field? Do you turn up in? Or you just like,
No, I'm not really a shit talker. Um, but I feel like Vegas is low key bringing that out of me.
oh,
Like, just low key. Sometimes, our linebackers be talking shit to us, and one of these days I'm gonna say something.
yeah.
But no, typically in the history of playing, I try to just, like, keep my head down and not say much. But I don't know. It's fun talking shit sometimes. So we'll see. We'll see what AG's doing in 2024.
I can't wait to watch. It's gonna be exciting, because when I saw you made your decision, I was like, ooh, game changer.
Thank you. I appreciate
Just turned that side up a little more. Like, damn, that was a damn good pickup. So
Thank you.
yeah, I'm definitely
Thank
gonna be
you.
watching when we not
I
playing. So
appreciate it.
are there any female running backs that you watch when you're not playing?
Um, I do. I do watch some running backs. I don't know them by names. Um, I feel bad. I like um I like the little running back from Seattle. I don't know her name though, but I feel like our style of play is very similar. Again, I don't know it.
I can't
But
help you with that one either.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there. I like Seattle's running back. I watch some of Ballard's play on the from the Prodigy.
Okay.
Popeye. Um, I like the way that she runs. She's a hard runner. So I do watch her. I'm trying to think of other running backs, but I don't know. Maybe I just stick to the West Coast.
So,
But
and see, that's because when you said Seattle, I'm like, well, I can't answer that one. I'm not familiar with that side as much as I am over here.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. I watched a lot of, when D. Scott played for the Mambas. I watched her run. Um, I try to watch the running backs because I like to pick apart little bits and take away from other running backs and add it to my tool belt as well. But I feel bad. I don't really know people by. I'm bad at names. I'm sorry.
I am too at times, so
Yeah.
I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
Are there any particular teams you looking forward to playing this year?
hmm Yeah. April 6th. Yeah, April 6th, we're playing San
I
Diego.
was about
So
to say, is this gonna be that
yeah,
would be exciting.
I'm definitely excited to play them. I'm excited to play Denver too. Um, I haven't played Denver before. The Rebellion never played Denver, so I'm excited to. I'm
Shay,
I'm excited to like watch more film on Denver and see how we play against them. Just because in the history I haven't played against Denver, so those are probably the two teams I'm looking forward to. hmm
so is the San Diego game at San Diego?
It
Also,
is,
are your
yeah.
family and friends?
hmm
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
It'll be
have
fun.
that opportunity when I left Mississippi and went to Alabama. All of my games were away
Mm,
games. So,
yeah. No, I'm excited. They're excited for me too. It's just like a new chapter and new beginnings. So I've been very blessed with the support system that I've had changing teams.
yeah,
And they're
that
proud.
is who you better be looking for. Shout out to Amber. She was on here last week. Great interview last week. But you play flag as well, right?
I I have in San Diego I played for a team and that's it actually. Oh yeah, one of my old teammates, she had her own team called Pressure and I played with her for a tournament. But honestly, I don't do a lot of flag. Like I said, I played in a couple tournaments or a season, but I try to stay and tackle football. Like tackle needs love too.
It's do, but
So
I like flag in the off season.
flag is fun. Yeah, I guess I just haven't really ventured out and found a team to stay with. I'm sure that if I did, then I would play. But
Shay, Shay, take her to the field. Y'all had me out there at 8 o'clock in the damn morning playing flag football in Vegas. So yeah,
come on, Jay.
I ain't gonna never let nobody live. But I was out there recruiting. I was trying to get AZ. So I was like, I'm hungover. I'll wake up for this. And look, even Mel, she trying to
Come
recruit you to AOA.
away.
Shout out to Mel. But I'm excited to watch you play this season. And y'all, I'm a see. AG is shy, so this interview will not be as long as the others.
I mean, I told
I'm
you
on a
that for
time frame,
joke, like
guys.
30, 30 minutes. That's my
I
max.
said, I got you.
I'm not an interview type of girl, so
But I'm just glad I got you to come on.
well, thank you.
That was it. When you said, I said, bed. So when you whatever you say.
No, I really appreciate you having me on. Like I appreciate it truly. So thank you.
So, how is Shay over there?
Hmm?
How is Shay baby over there?
How is Shay over there?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean?
she quiet, she turn up, she talk, she get y'all together. What type of player is
Dang,
she?
Shay, she's putting you on the
Yeah.
spot.
Ah.
Shay's good people. Shay's really good people. She always got, she always has the music, so I'd say she'd be turning up. She doesn't get too loud though. She doesn't, she's not out of pocket or anything like that, but she's out there being vocal, leading her team. So I'm excited to be playing with her this season.
So training wise and practice wise, is it a big difference not playing at home versus you probably practice during the week or every weekend to playing out of state?
Yeah, so I definitely have had to figure out like how I'm gonna still get this work in throughout the week, right? Because I typically had practices during the week, which I don't have anymore. But I go there every weekend, almost every weekend. So we'll have like a Saturday practice and a Sunday practice. So I get that time with the team. But as far as like training goes, leading up to season, for me, it's changed every year, right? It's like trial and error. I figure out what works best for me, and I'm typically in the weight room at least 3 times a week. Hopefully, on good weeks, 4 times a week. I make sure to have a cardio day in there. I make sure to have, at least one day of like field work, like ladders and hurdles or things like that. I'll look up on YouTube. There's so many resources out there to just get better. So I like to like look up on YouTube and find like a running back field workout and then do that in between my classes because I'm also a student at San Diego State. So I'll do that between classes. So like I'm still getting this work. Like for this weekend, the reason why I was like, oh, this Friday would be great to do an interview, was because I'm not going to practice this weekend. So already I'm like hit up my trainers or hit up people that I know like, hey, can I come out and get this work? And so that's what I'll be doing this weekend is just still, even though I'm not in Vegas, I'm still finding ways to keep working at my craft.
So since you mentioned too that you were at San Diego State, undergrad or you in your master's? Undergrad. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. I'm graduating in May. I'll be walking in my major's public health. So I'm pretty excited about that because it's taken me a hot minute, but I finally finishing.
So last question: what's on the podcast before the games? I mean, not
like the music.
What's on the playlist? I said, what's on the playlist?
What do you think I listen to?
I have no idea.
Honestly, unpopular opinion, I like to listen to like songs that like get me like I don't know, they're kind of slow, like Alicia Keys' "Girl on Fire." I
listen to slow music, so I'm not gonna judge you because that's what I listen to. So I like that kind of music. So
yeah, no, like anything that's like kind of slow and kind of gets my emotions going and just like I need reminders of like where I came from, right? So I try to pick songs that really resonate with me, and typically there are a lot of slower songs. But I do like. Have you heard the song "Put On"? I think it's by Young Jeezy.
Oh yeah, put it on for me.
Yeah. That before I start the game, I have to play that song. So that's a #1 for me.
Yeah, that's me and my law enforcement buddies. We used to. That was the song we did every karaoke.
Yeah, that's a banger for sure.
JK messed with you. She said, "What the fuck, AG?"
Listen, everyone has something that works for them. Okay, whatever.
And I lied. I got one more question. Okay, one more question. How did you? What's up with this freak, AG? Where did that come from?
Oh man, that goes way back. You really want to know?
Yeah, let us know. Let us in.
Okay. So Free AG originally started when I was on the San Diego Surge. I was this is juicy. Oh. So I was 19 years old, and we were actually in Vegas. We had played in Vegas, and we were all going out. And my teammates told me to get behind them and sneak into the club. And, my O linemen, like, they're like, just follow my ass, AG, we going in. I'm like, okay. So, we go in, I get in, I'm having a good time. And of course, like a fight breaks out right in front of me as we're outside. I'm not in it, but it breaks out right in front, and I try to, be the peacemaker, and I'm like, no, like, guys, trying to separate them. And then next thing I knew, the security guard had me wrapped up, and he was escorting me out, and I had my high heels on, my hoochie mama dress on, and I just was walking out the club like, you got the wrong girl. And all my teammates, like, ran out with me, and they're like, you don't have to hurt her. Like, she'll do anything you say. Like, stop. And so got escorted out of the club, and basically it was like free AG, like, so we took a little flick, and I think Ev actually edited it and wrote free AG on it, and it happened there. It happened in Vegas, actually. And so it kind of just translated on the field. Anytime I got broke loose, like, all my teammates were like, free AG, free AG. And then it, like, transitioned to the rebellion, and so yeah.
Interesting story. The irony happened in Vegas, and then you're playing in Vegas. Now don't go out in Vegas now and break up. No more fights.
No more fights.
Be in the middle before they get you again.
Listen. But yeah, that was some good times.
I appreciate you for sharing that story.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Good question.
We on time frame, guys. Like I said, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for coming on. Hopefully we can revisit this conversation. We can talk about after the season, how the season went, and all of that good stuff. And
that would be
I'll be watching. So
for sure, and I'll be watching you too. Yeah. Wish you the best of luck. Go kill it in your season, and put on for your city.
Put on for my city. Hey, y'all.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me, and
no problem. Yeah. All right, y'all. We out of here. I hope everybody enjoyed their night, because Alyssa got to go get Nat. I hope Nat not ready, because she was watching. And Nat was one of the people who's like, hey, AG, man, you got to bring AG on. It's like,
well, thank you.
So you got some fans out here that watch and appreciate what you do. But like I said, keep balling. We'll be watching. Everybody, if you follow her page, it's like _AG. So give her a follow.
Yeah, like _AG _.
Oh, see, I missed the last underscore. I was close.
You're good. Almost, yeah.
And you get to enjoy the rest of your early night, because it's 7:33 there. It's 9:33 here. So
you too. Well, enjoy your night as well.
All right, AG.
All right. You have a great one.
You too.
Peace.
I'm gonna pick up Nat real quick.
I figured she was about ready since she was watching. Now listen, what the hell was you dropping in the damn shower?
All my stuff.